Baby mama terrorist. BMT. It's my baby mama. I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in coke. It's my baby mama. She be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups. It's my baby mama. I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in coke. It's my baby mama. She be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups. It's my baby mama. I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in coke. It's my baby mama. She be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups. It's my baby mama. I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in coke. It's my baby mama. She be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups. Riding around, try to play the role as innocent with an evil soul. In public, wearing fake halos. Behind closed doors, she rocked them horns. I moved on, she wanna teach me a lesson. Can't see my kids, man, I'm stressing. Couldn't see my son to give me his present. She got married to teach me a lesson. Telling people she did nothing wrong. Knowing that well since I moved on. Thought that money would keep me home. Hell no, bitch, I'm gone. I don't know what you lost your mind. Try to say my name, but I know your kind. Saying I'm a deadbeat, bitch, you lying. Fighting in court, man, I'm trying to be a father to my kids. She focused on the wrong shit. Worried about another being instead of us co-parenting. Put my kids in grown folks' business. Telling them lies, bitch, you wicked. Split personality, oh yeah, you twisted. Never thought I'd go through this.
It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in cold. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups. It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in cold. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups. It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in cold. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups. It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in cold. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups.
All stand, please. Oh, yes, oh, yes, oh, yes. The Solemn Court now stands adjourned, sine die. God save the state and this honorable court.
Yeah. You may be seated. Order in the court. Shout out to the Bay Mama Terrorist Bounty Hunters. I'm your host, Mr. Palmer. And what we're going to talk about today is a brother that got screwed by this unjust system that he actually worked for. Oh, yes. You want to know what state it is? We talked about New York yesterday. What was the other one that we said was just as bad? California. California IA. Man served public service, sheriff, 10 years. And he lost his career just because he's fighting to be a father. And when I tell y'all, when you go in that courtroom, it does not matter if you black, does not matter if you white, does not matter if you're Hispanic, Indian, no matter what faith you is, whether you're a white supremacist, whether you're pro-black, whether you're a Louis Farrakhan, whether you're a Richard Spencer, whether you're the KKK, whether if you Pan-Africanist, it does not make a difference. You go up in that courtroom as a man, 9 times out of 10 in family court, you'll be set up for failure. They don't care if you're a lawyer coming in and getting put on child support. They don't care if you're a police officer. They don't care if you're a judge. You go in that courtroom as a man, 9 times out of 10, you'll be set up for failure by the same system that he or she he worked for, and aid assist these baby mama terrorists. So the brother's here. We're going to definitely talk about it. And he gonna go far as he can because he got some certain situations pending that he can't talk about. So we're gonna talk about him losing his career and how the situation started, and we're gonna definitely go from there. But before we start, I want to give a shout out to John Doe, Leroy. Leroy is also from Cali. Shout out to Kareem. Shout out to Hero. What's up, Pride? Shout out to SD Booker. Toast to the men. Shout out to the Bailiff. Game of Lives Matter. Flyboy. The Bell. And the thing about it, just like Flyboy said, no prejudice except you're a man. Yes, right, when you come to family court. Now, everybody's in here, please hit the like button. Please hit the like button. You know why I always say that. So it can go further up to the algorithm. It's been picking up lately, and I want to keep it going. So I'm not going to hold a guess. We got Crook and Dodge up in here. I'm working on it, bro. The hats, I'm working on it. But we're going to go ahead and put my man, because he's doing his thing, and he took the time to definitely come on here and tell his story. We just gonna call him Cal Dad. What's going on, my brother?
What's going on? What's going on?
Hey man, man, I remember we talked on the phone, we talked in the email. You reached out to me on Facebook, and the thing about it, I was just telling people, which I repeat myself often because I wanted to stick in people's heads, and I said it. They don't care if you the police. They don't care if you're a sheriff. They don't care if you're a lawyer. They don't care what you is. Now when it comes to family court, it don't. They don't care who you are, black, white, blue, or green. So, and you just came out the woodworks with your situation, and I appreciate you coming on here telling your story. I want to backtrack before we talk about you losing your career, but you was a sheriff, right?
I was a sheriff and a police officer and a SWAT team operator.
You was a police officer as well?
Yes, sir, and a SWAT team operator.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah, very established, very good at what I did, my profession. So 10 years of law enforcement experience, from sheriff to police to a jailer to a bailiff in the courtroom.
Okay.
To a sheriff. My job was to serve TPOs and restraining orders. So I was very, versed in that field, but to be in that position and to be treated, but go ahead.
Now you wasn't an officer in California. You was an officer in Georgia, right?
That's correct. I was going through the hiring process with San Francisco Police Department at the time. And when she found out I was doing that, I was coming up. I came to California and was, and she just destroyed my life, destroyed it. False reports of domestic violence, and that's all it takes in law enforcement. To cry out for help as far as domestic violence, automatically you're on desk duty. But in that position I was going through a hiring process. So they had to postpone my hiring transfer. So here I am stuck here in California and can't go nowhere because she set me up for the okie doke.
So man, we're gonna go back. Well, first of all, I'm gonna give a shout out to Crooklyn Dodger, $10 donation to the Baby Mama Terrace Bounty Hunters Fund. Appreciate you, my brother. Thank you. Man, this trip. This is a trip because a lot of these baby mama terrorists and these simp enforcers will call me a lie and say this is not true. Let me ask you this before we get into it. For people that say it's not like that, they go by the best interest of the child, and you had to do something, and you didn't do it the right way, and you just a deadbeat. What's your thought on that? And before you answer that, did you feel that way before it happened to you, or you kind of already knew what it was when it came to the system?
I was kind of like naive. I was like,
okay,
what you call like I was naive to the position of not being able to identify with an everyday black man working with in law enforcement for 10 years and working with predominantly white people. I never really felt like, I thought I was an exception to the rule, pretty much. I thought I was, so, it is definitely a reality check. My family would call me an Oreo, they'll call me Uncle Tom, and you always carry myself.
Why would they call you that? Why would they call you that?
Because I just wasn't with the street life. I tried to do things right by the books in my profession. So it don't matter what, if you're a square or, square-laced dude, they treat you the same in their courtroom. They look at you as a black man. And me personally, I was actually in an interracial relationship, marriage rather. And so that played a big part of it, I think, as well. And so yeah.
Let me ask you this. So at one point, you admit that you was naive. You actually thought about what now? Did you think this because you was an officer, or did you think this because, hey man, I ain't like casting the streets. I'm actually doing the right thing. I'm the straight and narrow dude. Or did you feel like this when you became a law enforcement? Because I know some law enforcement personally that flipped and thought they was exempt. Not even talking about child, just exempt in life when we become officers? Was that you when you became an officer, or was that with you when just coming up and you like, I ain't none of this, I'm changing my ways to better and this. How did you have that mind that you was exempt?
I never thought it was better than an everyday black man. I never thought it was better. It was just the fact that I carried myself a certain kind of way, and there was pretty perception people thought of me that I was OP cat. So so I would never thought I was no better than anyone. But people see me, they say, hey, you know, he walked with a white woman. I mean, with in an interracial relation, Asian woman rather. My wife was Asian. Then they would automatically assume something about you. So even at work, working in law enforcement, working amongst other males, black men, they didn't really identify with me or come relate to me.
I can understand that. But so when you was basically with that mindset you had, like you say, you was trying to just live your life. But
that's it.
Right. But as far as child support, was you kind of, you had that thought like, yeah, you on child because you ain't do shit, or nah, I don't believe what you talking about in that courtroom. Nah, they ain't nah, you must have did something. Was you like that?
So what it is like they want control and power. So they willing to lie to the judge. They willing to lie just to win. So she served me with paperwork, and I read the affidavit. She was stating that she, as if that I wasn't contributing financially, but she only produced the thing that she can produce receipts for. So say for instance, you know how your son's in basketball camp, you pay for that. You give her cash. She would never mention none of that stuff. She would only mention wire transfer that she can actually produce. So in the court eyes, it made it seem like I was a deadbeat. But be mindful now, we've been separated since 2014. She didn't decide to file for divorce until I moved to California, and I was building a relationship with my son and was dating someone else. So that's when she decided to do that.
Let me before we keep going, I got to give a shout out to United Fitness MX, $100 donation. Man, brother, I appreciate you. You say you know who it is all the way from Mexico. LMAO. Yeah, I do. Get your passport, everybody. Get your passport, man. I know exactly who this is. He came online yesterday. Shout out to Michael, man. Appreciate you for the $1.99 donation super chat. Appreciate you, my brother. My man. Yeah. So let me ask you this. So did it start? It ended in California, but it started in Georgia?
We were separated in Georgia. We separated, and like I said, at this particular time, I was doing my job, working, so I couldn't really bring it to my job. That fact that I separated from my then wife. So when she moved to California, took a job, she asked me, and I was like, yeah, it's cool, but as long as we keep in contact, you know. My son was fairly young at that particular time, so it wasn't like, you know. I moved here last year, June, July last year, and everything was going good until I started dating people. And I came around someone good and looking good, and I had a conversation with my son about having more kids and getting remarried. And all of a sudden, I guess she got wind of that. She started filing paperwork on me, and like I said, she couldn't file paperwork on me in Georgia. She could have did this in 2014.
Let me ask you that. Before shout out to Michael for the $4.99 donation. Shout out to Palmer, my brother. Appreciate you. Thank you, brother. Now, when y'all was in Georgia, when she moved to California, y'all was separated then, or y'all was still together?
Yeah.
Okay, y'all separated. So she said, "I'm sorry. Go ahead, bro."
We were separated with the intentions of me moving here. And her being close to her family. She said she had this whole thing planned out. I think Coach Greg Adams said, I don't mean name drop, but I think
it's fine. Say his name. He good. No, it's my brother. Go ahead.
Yeah, he said it very well. Like, they have an exit strategy when they say they do. Something this is already planned ahead. Like I stated, when she tricked me to come here, she knew about the laws already. She already knew it was in favor of her as a woman, and that stuff won't probably fly as easy in Georgia. So when she asked me to move here, and she picked me up from the airport, she got me having to get a car rental and everything. She knew where I stayed at, so she was setting me up for it.
Now let me ask you.
How do I know? Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. Finish.
No, I'm done. Go ahead, sir. Go ahead.
My question is, you say she was Asian. Was she born here, or what? Or was she born in Asia and came over here? Is she American? Like, you know how some come over here and they got the American. They don't have the American culture. They got the Asian culture or the African culture, and then when they get so far in up in here with the wrong people, they get Americanized and get the feminist ideology. So was she when you married her, when you was with her at the time, was she more culture, and then she just got more Americanized? How did that go? It seemed like she did a bait and switch.
Beta switch. Shout out to Coach Grant Adams. Beta
Yes,
switch.
sir.
She did that. She did the beta switch on me. She was traditional. What kind of brought me to want to marry her because of the fact that she was traditional. She had the woman qualities. She cooked. She worked out. She ran with me. Worked out together. Anytime I wanted it, I got it. You know what I'm saying? And there was, what I found attractive in her, coming from a predominantly Black community myself, I didn't see that. So to have a traditional woman, all of a sudden, once we got married, and her coworkers and colleagues started coming around the house, and it was like Catherine. Sorry, I don't want to say her name.
Yeah, we got to say.
But yeah, edit that out for me. But it was like she wasn't happy because it would come times that she would hang around her female friends who were African American descent. And
I figured that.
We having to get. It was one particular time we at the house. Her husband's there. We there kicking it. We parlaying, playing Xbox, whatever. The ladies are in the kitchen talking, preparing dinner, and then she come to me. Her friend come to me. Say, hey, could y'all stop doing what y'all doing? Come in and clean these dishes. And
what?
Yes. This is a woman told me this, and so I let my man Derek. I like, yo, man, what's up, man? He's like, so not trying to look like the bad guy. I stopped what I was doing. I went and I helped Derek, whatever. But that right then was a telltale sign then that this ain't gonna work, because she was talking as if that she was an authority figure over me and my friend Derek. And all of a sudden, it became that I started seeing her slowly transition to how her friends were towards their husbands and so on and so forth. They're trying to groom her to be like strong and independent. And it's always the educated ones now. It's always the one that got the master's degree, like smart. It's always the educated ones, because her friend was a doctor and they were all successful women, and they just had this perception that corporate America, that I make more money than you, so in the day, what I say goes. And that's how I start feeling as a husband.
Now, I want y'all to hear what he just said. He says always them educated ones. It's always them professional ones. Also the ones with the degrees and the license. Ain't that what I told y'all? The worst baby mama terrorist is the one that holler that feminist ideology, independence and all that. But you married, but they independent and got the degrees and they make more money than you. And even if they don't make more money, they make plenty of money. That's what I'm talking about, y'all. But see, everybody sit back and tell me I don't know what I'm talking about. Run a child support, deadbeat, low life. But like I said, you cannot call me a liar. So now evidently she was in the professional career, right? Was she always in a professional career when y'all was together, or later on down the line she ended up being in that profession or in that field?
I mean, I give it to her. She did her thing. She was in corporate America. She was in banking.
That's good.
She made really good money. But at the end of the day, you're
supposed to know your role.
You still know your role. And that's what I married. Like Coach Grant Adams said, the bait and switch. It's like she already had an extra strategy already. She got the kid. Now it's the part that I think shout out to Kevin Samuel as well, about a lot of women want to be wed but don't want to be wife. They want to marry but don't want to be wife. Their role traditionally is to be a helpmate to that individual, not a headache.
Right.
So and I just, like I said, I just took the time really out to kind of let you guys know. I came across your page about listening to O'Shea. You had a topic very important about, baby mama,
terrorist.
What you call it? Terrorist. So I really was like, well, this dude talking some real knowledge right now. I just couldn't believe I was hearing this. And shout out to Minister Jab as well. Like I'm all new to this manosphere, and I really like the fact that we have a platform that people like myself who was in a dark place at one time due to this baby mama terrorist. So this format here kind of helped me out with you know, dealing with it and knowing the other guys are going through it as well. And it's not a secret, you know, the society we live in today, what we live in today, it's really, really messed up for the guys. And if I knew what I knew now, as far as Coach Greg Adams and your show and other content creators about the red pill ideology, I would definitely, you know, let guys know that don't get married. It's pointless at this point in time with these laws being what they are. And I'm not trying to be long-winded, but shout out to
No, you good, brother.
everybody out here. But I'm really going through it, fellas. I mean, this ain't no, it's not entertainment for me. This is my reality. I know for some people it's for entertainment, but this is real life over here. And I'm going through it still, but this content has really helped people like me out with this. So shout out to Manosphere.
Appreciate it. Let me ask you a question. Now you saying so you was a sheriff. Let's talk about when you was a sheriff, when you went from being a sheriff to losing your career because of this same system that you work for, and because they aid and assist the baby mama tears, of course. Let's talk about how did you end up losing a 10-year career as an officer?
She said she's a victim of domestic violence. That was it.
So wait a minute.
No proof. She went back as far as 10 years ago, talking about the emotional abuse and this. They will say anything they can, and it's the fact that they will say anything, not thinking that how can it affect my livelihood. How you ask for child support? You ask for child support.
They don't care about your livelihood,
fees, but you want to sit here and make up a lie?
They don't care about your livelihood. They don't care about your livelihood.
So
no, they don't care about your livelihood.
Yep. And none of that stuff.
How long was y'all married? How long was y'all married? How long was y'all married?
7 years. Let me see. Married 7 years. Or still, we still legally married. Yeah.
I mean, before all this transpired, 7 years.
Let me see. Yeah, 7 years.
Okay. So you telling me this one incident with the false allegations on abuse, mental abuse. Because you said something about she said that you pushed her or something, and you put out.
So in the effort, I can't go into much details about that.
Yeah, I understand.
She wrote down, was showing my son I was doing personal security work, wearing the suit and a tie every day to work, and my son, like right now, I have a folding knife right here in my pocket.
Right.
And my son is literally sitting on the couch in my lap. This is the same as that knife, by the way. And I said, "Daddy, what's that, Daddy?" Also, this is my folding knife. And I did this. That's it. And she used that as evidence of domestic violence. She said that me pulling that knife out was the most horrendous thing that she ever seen in her life. That which she thought maybe I would have killed her and my son. Here I am. I'm at her house in a suit and tie, going to work to pick him up to take him to school. And he's sitting in my lap. I'm putting his shoes on, and for him to do this and ask for what is that, and then for her to even bring that up was kind of like, let's show you how far they want to go, guys. They want to say every and anything.
So is that?
You know, she said.
No, go ahead.
She said in 2013. Now, be mindful that we went to court in 2021. She said in 2013, during the heated argument, I pushed her against the cabinet. No police report. This didn't even happen. No police report, no witness to this, nothing. But her just saying it, you know what I'm saying, was the judge's way of saying proponents of evidence. So here I am sitting there like, Your Honor, like, what's really going on here? He said, you know what? I see the intimidation right there.
What intimidation?
He said it just like that. He said some proponents of evidence, and here I am.
So
he said, another word is discretion. His discretion. So they can use discretion, you know, how they see fit. We're gonna all be on the side of the petitioner and the female. So the only mistake I made is I thought it was some nonsense. I thought it was a joke. I know I didn't do anything. I went in there by myself, and she had an attorney, of course, and we didn't have a legal counsel, and it makes you look like the eyeball. So if you just think you're gonna sit there and say, "Hey, I'm a cop for 10 years. I got no criminal record. I hadn't done anything. There's no police." They don't care. They don't care. So None of that stuff matters. It's my best advice. I think Coach Greg Adams said the best. I'm tired of saying his name, but he pretty much focused on the marriage court system a lot. And I hear him talk about just don't get involved in it. You know, you can be with somebody and love somebody without, you know, signing away like that, because this is crazy. I mean, and back to the original question earlier, it's like this. Deadbeat fathers don't go through this. If I was a deadbeat father, I wouldn't be on this platform right now. So for me, for you to take my call, for me to be on your platform right now, to show you that how much I'm willing to fight and expose myself to this foolishness. You know, so deadbeat fathers, they're on the block somewhere, or they somewhere just, you know, doing whatever. Well, here I am going to jail and lost my job. My firearm is gone now. My firearm is gone. That's how I make my money. That's gone. Can't see my son. I ain't seen my son haven't seen him in 9 months. All because she said something, guys. Because she said something. Not because they seen something. Not because they proved something. Not because she filed a police report in 2013. Because she said something and she got what she wanted, which was me out the picture.
So you went to jail? Wait a minute. You went to jail for the father too?
No, I went to jail. Yeah, I went to jail. She stated that I harassed her. She sent a copy of the messages. I kept texting her phone. All I asked you was where you want to bring my son to meet. And she said I harassed her. So she got a court TPO. Because of that, they granted her a TPO because of a text message. Because of a text message. I'm harassing her. So she got the restraining order approved, just like that, while I'm in jail. And I'm sitting there like, this is a nightmare. I had to pay $20,000 in bail to get out over a text message. Not over domestic violence, over a text. I got copies of it. I will send it to your phone, bro. I'm telling you, the text message clearly says about the welfare of my son. Where would you like to meet? Where would you feel comfortable bring my son to this weekend? She took that.
No, I was gonna say, is that what you're talking about? Is that the restraining order you sent me?
Yeah. Yep. So,
so this right here, right?
No, yeah.
I got you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. But
yep.
But you telling me that you went to jail for a text message saying, when can I get my son?
Yeah.
How do you feel you working in the law enforcement? Because you work for the county, so that's the county family court. Mm-hmm. And they basically treated you like some thug off the street.
Yeah.
How you feel about that?
Ain't no way to feel about it, brother. I mean, there's no way to feel about it. It was so crazy. Well, I know the call yesterday was about the DA a lot. So it's so crazy that, so I texted her on 2 different occasions, right? When she filed for the restraining order. I texted her on the 15th and the 17th. Both say the same thing. If we can see my son, which location would you like to bring my son? And so the sheriff called me and said, hey, where you at right now? I'm at work now. I was like, I'm at work. She was like, I need to see you. I said, okay, on prior service, what this is about. And she's like, well, you violated a court order. Either you can turn yourself in or I go get the warrant from the DA. To the DA. So the DA issued a warrant. I go to court. The sad thing, this is how the crooked DA system is. When I went to court, I had an attorney this time because I'm now going from a civil to a criminal situation, right? I have an attorney there. I had to pay him $3,000 now. I had to pay $20,000 in bail to get out for a text message. Not no violence. A text message, guys. $20,000 to get out. And then I had to turn around and pay an attorney $3,000. And for him to show up to court and for the DA to say that I should be remanded back into custody because he texted on 2 different occasions and he didn't answer to the second text message. And it's the same text message, but 2 different dates.
Wait a minute. Wait. Hold on. You went back to jail because it was 2 text messages?
Yeah, I had to get rebooked in. So I went to jail on the 18th. The text message was on the 15th. and the 17th, and it clearly said, hey, where would you like to bring college weekend for visitation, so on and so forth. So I went to jail on the 18th. I got out on the 19th. I got a phone call on the 20th saying that, hey, did you test her also on the 17th? I'm like, who's this? It was the sheriff deputy saying that you got to go into the DA and get another warrant for you. And my wife at the time, she's the person running back and forth through the court. She's doing this. She want me in jail from the throw away the key for me not to be my son's life. And this is her way of doing it. She went down there and said he tested me on 2 different dates, but he only bailed out on 1 charge. So to show you how trifling and how ruthless they wanted to go when they want you out the picture. So I had to get, when I went to court, a few weeks later when I went to court, I had to get rebooked in for the 17th. So I had to leave work and get rebooked in on the 17th because they didn't book me in on 2 different accounts. So all of a text message in regards to my son whereabouts. And for her to even get the restraining order by itself was biased and crazy. I never done any domestic violence day in my life. I'm a working class person. I just work every day. But to be treated like this is all because of the color of your skin, guys. So don't get involved in the court system. Just don't get involved in it, because here I am now fighting for my credentials. Everything is suspended right now. I'm working below wage job because this is still pending. So I went from making $120,000 a year to $19 an hour.
Hey, say that your phone kind of popping. It's popping in and out. Say that again. It's good.
I went from making 6-figure salary to $19 an hour.
Damn.
Behind this nonsense.
Wow.
Behind this nonsense. So, like I said, for y'all, this is entertainment. For me, it's my reality. My advice is to you guys is just don't get involved in the court system right now. We need to literally take this platform and the manosphere and start holding these politicians accountable, these senators who making these laws like this. That a person can sit here and say you did something and they have no proof of it at all, and have you locked up and your life is pretty much ruined. So I have to hire an attorney to fight this restraining order. And I cannot be in law enforcement with a restraining order, active restraining order. You cannot own a firearm with the active restraining order. And I'm telling you right now, I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything to have this happen to me, but it is, the court system will always favor the woman, so don't get involved in it at all. Just don't get involved in it.
So
go ahead.
Let me ask you a question. The judge, what race was this judge?
The same race as my wife.
So your judge was an Asian judge,
and her attorney.
Well, I ain't surprised about that.
A big African American dude. You know what I'm saying?
So do you?
Officer, they said that. Go ahead. They kept mentioning that I'm dangerous and SWAT team and police training, and I'm like, they use that against you. Everything.
Wait a minute. They use you being a SWAT team and a police officer as a villain?
Yep.
I want y'all to hear this. I want y'all to hear this, brothers. And here's another thing, brother. This page ain't about entertainment. It's definitely about, majority of these men on here is going through it or been through it, or some ain't got no kids and they going through, but they definitely don't want to be in it. So this ain't entertainment at all. We try to make this kind of ways to last with this and stuff like that, but ain't shit funny when it comes to being alienated from being a father and losing your livelihood. I want to put it out there by any means necessary. And you telling me you been SWAT, you been the police, you been the sheriff. They came out and said, yeah, he looked like he one of those villains because he is part of the SWAT team. He is an officer. I thought officer was the law and supposed to help protect citizens. And you telling me they twisted around on you to be basically a villain, an evil doer because you was SWAT and police?
When I was in the courtroom, man, you would think that I was a terrorist or something. Where they had them guys in there, it's crazy, man. All she gotta do is just say something crazy. That's all they gotta do. They gotta say something crazy. That's it. I mean, it's so sad. It's sad. I mean, I laugh right now because I'm voicing this out to you guys. Don't get involved with the court system, man. You know, like I keep using Coach Greg Adams as an example because he got it right understanding that just do you, get your money. I'm going to bounce back. I'm a fighter. I'm always. I mean, you know, as Black people, we always go through adversity. We're used to dealing with it. We just got to put our big boy hands on, keep our head up, and keep going. But I'm gonna get through this. But I'm just happy I'm able to share my story. Maybe just to help someone else, a younger male. I'm 34. You know what I'm saying? So this is the hardest thing I've been through in my life. This point in time in my life right now, but it's more life to live, more you know, stories to more stories to tell. So you know, it's real out here, man. I don't regret coming to California because my son is here, and I'll do it all over again to see my son. You know, I go through all this all over again.
How you think your son feel about this? Do you know, or you really don't know?
I know the gentleman who called yesterday was recording his son yesterday, and I had a similar situation like that with my son. And you know, my son and I spent a lot of time apart, and for once we actually had a heart to heart. He's in the backseat of my car as I sit right now outside of my job. He pretty much, you'd be surprised what these kids can say. They're very observative about what's going on. And it was very about tears to my eyes to hear him ask me, "Daddy, why you and Mama haven't gotten along since I was born?" It brought tears to my eyes to hear him say that to me.
Wow.
He said, "Daddy," and he's 7 years old. He said, "You know, Daddy, why you and Mama haven't gotten along since I've been born?" He said, "Sometimes Mommy is right, sometimes Daddy is right." He said, "But Daddy, I need you and my mommy." And he said it just like that, and it brought tears to my eyes for him to say that, because they see what's going on. You know, he see how hard I'm fighting. I got one quick story for you. His birthday was in May, and this COVID thing had just jumped off here big in California, and I went from seeing my son every other day, pick him up for school and take him home, to she just cold turkey me. She gonna tell me that she started answering my phone calls for a week straight. She finally hit me up. And was like, "Hey, it's COVID. It's COVID. Stop texting me. You know, Kyle not leaving the house. COVID said we can't leave the house." I'm like, "Yo, I'm Kyle. I'm his father. You know what I'm saying? What you mean I can't see my son? Like, what's up?" So then his birthday came around. I just kind of fell back and left it alone. His birthday came around. I texted her 2 days in advance. I said, "Hey, I'm gonna come out of the house and bring his Christmas gift, his birthday gift, and you know, spend time with him." I watched the car, get suited up. Get my son custom birthday cake. Got like 13 balloons. His little his gift. I'm ready to see. So I'm gonna tell you what this terrorist did. I get to the house with all this stuff in my hand. She opened the front door window, pulled the curtain back, had my son stand on the stool, and she got her phone out and started recording from behind him. And to my, "Where your phone at? Where your phone at?" I said, "I got this stuff in my hand. We talking about my phone. My phone's in the car. I'm trying to see my son. My son is standing like this, standing like this in the glass, like he's a mannequin." And she's sitting here telling me that I can't see my son on his birthday or give him his gift. She told me, "Leave it on the front porch. Leave it on the front porch. And call him when you get to your car." No, this ain't no game, man. Like, this is crazy. This is what I'm up against. This is what the court would deem to be a fit parent.
How did you feel? How did you feel that the fact you had to leave the gifts on the front porch and you weren't even able to hug your son or even talk to your son? He had to stand in the window like you said, a mannequin. And the fact that you couldn't do nothing about it because if you react, she's gonna call the police.
She was
and
recording.
she's
Yep, she was recording the whole time, and she was trying. I told you, she had this thing planned out from the get-go. She was trying to do anything she could to get me riled up. It didn't work. You know, I went inside the jail. I know what goes inside the jails and the prison. That's place y'all don't want to be at. It's better to just walk away, hold your pride, and keep moving. I don't play these kind of games.
Keep them veins cold.
It was
yeah.
So here I am now. The trying to fight now. 2 criminal cases. 2 counts of criminal cases now, civil litigation right now, and then I don't have any more money. I'm pretty much tapped out. I made $19 an hour because I can't carry a gun right now, and I don't know anybody here in California. But God is good, man. I got all the praise because he's making a way even now, and that's all it come down to. Just what he gonna do, what he need to do, and just keep the faith. But it's crazy out here. It's crazy. That's my story, man. That's my story.
And look, you said you moved from Georgia to California to be with your son.
Yeah, she asked me to. She asked me to.
Oh, she asked you to?
Yeah, she asked me to. I told you it was a plan. It was already planted ahead. I was naive thinking that. Yeah, we're gonna co-parent. We're gonna ask me to.
Hey, brother, let me tell you what I learned about co-parent. Co-parent, that term co-parent, never use that because co-parent is just a term that this government daddy and these baby mama single motherisms, they and feminists, they use that as to control. It's just I'm parent, you just around when I say so. So we don't even use co-parent, we just call it parenting.
She gonna tell me that when they had this COVID thing that the law said that I can see my son. She used that. She was willing to use anything she could to take me out of the picture. Anything. And then she filed a restraining order and she's good. She got what she wanted now. She's good.
So you don't have no temporary visitation, because usually when you go through the okay, well, we're gonna make this temporary, you pay child support and you get them every other weekend or something. They didn't even do that, huh?
They didn't give me nothing, sir. They didn't give me anything. And woo, they didn't give me anything, man. I don't mind going to child support. I mean, what you gonna get $10 a month from me? I mean, I think for her it's more about the control and the power.
Oh yeah, it ain't. Yeah, she don't need the money. Most of these, they just want to take something from you that's yours.
Yeah. That's it. That's it. Man. It's not entertainment for me. It's my reality, man. So I just hope you guys take this serious, man.
Oh, we take it very serious. That's why I want you on here. And let me ask you this: the people you used to work that you was working with law enforcement, do they keep in touch with you, or did when this happened they turn their back on you? Because a lot of people have family members, their own family turning back on them, taking up for this baby mama terrorist, believing this job. How's that with your ex-colleagues?
I mean, do I regret resigning and coming here? At times I do. But once again, man, if I do all over again to see my son and most of the videos I sent you, that picture right there. Matter of fact, that was the day wow. It's hard. It's kind of hard to talk about it, man. It's kind of hard to talk about.
I understand.
It's emotional, man. It's emotional.
I understand. Well, what about your family?
I mean, they're gonna do what they do. I didn't come from a strong family. I kind of grew up in the system myself in foster care, and so it meant a lot to me to be a father,
right?
Not knowing my biological father and going through the foster system. So I took it more serious than the average person. I just can't walk away from my own son. I have my own family do it to me, so that's why I'm fighting for. So
I understand.
It's real life over here, man.
Well, let me ask you this. I asked you this earlier.
Mm-hmm.
I got to ask you again. I wanted people to hear this. How do you feel that you work for the same system to have that same system screw you over?
I really don't know, man. I really don't know how to feel. I just, like my close female friends say, you forgot you was a black man. She said you thought you were one of white boys. You thought you was,
Wait a minute. She said what? Say that again. You kind of went in and out. She said what?
Now you know what it feel like to be a black man. You forgot that you was a black man.
So she felt you was trying to be white.
No, she just knew how much I love policing. She just knew that where I come from, most black dudes don't become cops. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, my thing is falling over. Most black guys don't become cops where I come from. Right. You know what I'm saying? So for me to come from the projects, we don't become cops. You know what I'm saying? But I just wanted to do something. I just want a career I can be proud of. And I think I did a good job becoming a cop. That picture I sent you earlier was me receiving the Officer of the Year award in 2018. So I took my job very.
I'm listening. Go ahead, brother. I got it right here.
I took my job very serious. I took my job very serious, man. So and to walk away from that and then to come here and then to be treated, like this to the question, it make you, second guess a lot of things. It make you anti-government to a certain degree because you know that, the sacrifices I've done, the lives I don't save, it give me a whole different perspective now on the word criminal now. Before I thought a criminal was the person that did crime.
My man.
Now, go ahead.
No, I was saying I agree with you. I was like, my man.
Yeah.
Like what you just said. My man,
Yeah, I mean, I was really one of them gun-ho cops that thought that, being a criminal was a person that did crime. No, it's a person that is in an adverse situation because you don't know the story, or what people going through, and people background, people are labeled, things that, like I have to deal with the fact that I have domestic violence on my record now off a text message. You know what I'm saying? So that's the reality of it all. So it is what it is right now, man.
Wow.
It is what it is, man.
That's crazy, man. That right there, that's crazy. That is crazy, man. The same law that you work for, they used it against you and said you were SWAT team and all that jazz.
She brought up the fact that I own guns, and my guns I own was the only intention purpose was to kill her with them. She even said that.
To kill who?
Her. She said the reason I had guns was to kill her with them.
Even though you was a cop?
Yep.
I want y'all to hear this, everybody. I want y'all to hear this.
Yep.
And you telling me that the judge fell for that?
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
I told
that was the last day I saw that was the last day I saw my son, by the way.
This was the last day
right there. Yep, that was Father's Day.
Wow.
He was learning how to ride his bike, and he finally figured it out. I got him riding his bike. He had his, so he was happy. I was happy. His mom was over there, eyeballing the whole time, pretending to be working out, but really just watching me. Like, yeah, man. Wow. It's real life over here, man. Real life, real true story.
You send me one more picture. This is another time with you and your son.
That's the same day. That's a different angle. Same day. Yeah, like I say, man, I was just so. This was months and months of not seeing my son during that March to May, during that COVID. She was really on some. You can't see her son because of COVID, but she got 2 of her relatives living in her house, coming in and out. And she stated in her petition that she moved them in the house just because she felt unsafe with me. Never done anything to her.
Because of what?
She needed to feel safe. So she moved to her niece in her home because she didn't feel safe. I never done that to this young lady. But for her, she needed somebody to, I guess, I don't know, And she even tried to add in a petition. She tried to add in a petition, her niece's name and everything. I never even met before. And she stated that I came to her niece's home unannounced. Don't even know where her niece stayed at. Nothing. They would say anything, guys, like I say, just to get you out the picture. So her thing was the divorce wasn't going fast enough, so she needed a restraining order. And all she needed to say was, well, she felt like she was domestic violence. Domestic violence, guys, is not always about someone physically hurting you. It can be just them feeling, domestic violence, emotional abuse. Like I think Coach said it best, this emotional crap, come on, man. But that's all I got with that, man. That's all I got, man. Like I said, just emotional for me, but I thought I'd share my situation with you guys, man.
I'm trying to find your Yeah, I just want to show the other pictures. This is another one of his pictures with his son. It must be the same day, right?
Yeah, like I told you, we were so happy with each other. She used that COVID thing, man, to the 10th degree, man. And so when we saw each other, man, it was like, he gave me he sent me a Happy Father's Day picture, and guess who's in the picture? Me and him in the house. I think I can try to send it to you.
This is this where you got your reward?
No, yeah, that's when I got the reward for Officer of the Year. That just shows you I walked away from that.
Wow. And
Yep,
you get rewards. You get rewards. You serving the community. You're doing your job. You're trying to save lives and then protect lives. To go to court and they say, well, he's a threat because he's SWAT team and he's a police officer with a gun.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I just want all y'all
never been no trouble before, no criminal, nothing. And coming to California, my life is now. It took a lot of money, a lot of time to get this stuff back into order. If not, I've been another negative statistic. And it's like they're running to destroy black man's life. They're running to it. This is what they want, guys. They want to create that divisiveness between the black woman and the black man. And it starts in court. So I think Minister Japp said it best. The worst thing to a black man is a black woman. I can't paraphrase, but I think it was him that said it. And when I say black woman, I mean a person that used the court system against the male. So this is a true story, man. It's real life, man. Over here, real life. Man, be careful who y'all sleep with. Be careful who y'all sleep with and have kids with. I think you said it yourself, or was it O'Shea that said, look into the family background. I didn't know that, later on.
No, that was me. That was me.
That was you? Okay.
Yeah,
Shout out to you for that. That's facts, because I later found out that she was a victim of domestic violence herself. I found it out later on.
See what I mean? You got to find out, man, or see if the mama like that or the father, if he a simp. You really got to look into all that, man. You have to.
Yeah, found out. Yeah, her mom had abandoned her when she was 2 years old, her own mom left her to get remarried and left her with her dad and her grandma. So that marriage thing wasn't going to get anyway, because she didn't see that. So that's why it's important, like you said, shout out to you for saying that. Look into their family first before y'all sign any paperwork, because if they don't come from that structured background, and they don't come from that, that authoritative, being that, the head of the household, then when they finally get with you, it's like a foreign thing to them, and like I said, we live in a very different time, guys. We live in a different time.
Oh,
now.
Yes. Yes, we are.
It's for a black man to be a man, whether you're white or black, Hispanic, Asian, you are a threat. You are a what's the word I'm looking for? They see you aggressive, outspoken, a leader who go against the grain. You're a threat to the agenda of what they're trying to do. It's like they're running to make me. He'll have a record. What you mean he had a record? Oh, we gotta give him something. You gonna have James here and try to tell me that we're gonna give him 2 counts. He bailed out on the 18th, and this incident took place on the 15th and the 17th. We want him to come back to jail again and get rebooked in on that. And for them to come to court at this time, having an attorney, they couldn't even provide what the text message said. The judge said, DA, what was the text message? He said, oh, we don't know. The judge said, so you don't have a copy of the text message, but you want him to remand back in custody? So that's how dirty the DA and the family, court system would do. They don't care, guys. They don't care. They were going to send an argument that I should be back in jail, and I'm a threat to her, to my son, mom. I'm a threat to her. A text message that clearly says a text message they didn't even have a copy of or didn't even see. So it'll show you guys, man, don't get involved in this mess. Don't do it. Just for your Asian lifestyle. And if you are married, you know what I'm saying, just like a man here is, just understand that they have an exit strategy. You should have one too.
Damn right, and have paperwork.
Have paperwork and keep videos like
And
like now.
have an exit strategy. You facts that,
Yep.
I tell them, it goes for me too. Yes, sir.
But I have to get back to work, man. I actually got this detail. I'm working right now. I get back to
Is anything else you like to say before you jump off?
I appreciate the platform. Shout out to the Manosphere. People like me who really need this. I really need this. Like I was in the dark place, guys, but this has helped me out so much. I just want to give a shout out to the Manosphere and Coach Greg Adams, Minister Jab.
Your voice, it went out. It went out.
I gotta go.
Yeah.
I gotta go.
Okay. All right, brother.
All right, later, guys.
All right. Be easy, brother. Peace. Yeah, I had got him when he was at work. Let me give a shout out to Game of Lives Matter for the $5 donation. Guess that's on panel jury of the chat. Got you, bro. Take your time. We appreciate you talking. Taking out the time for you to speak to us, and we're listening. Man, see, I want y'all to see the emotions. Now, this is a big black dude. They quick to say big black man threat. They say he was a SWAT team, so he was a bad dude because he had a gun, even though he was a police officer. Never had a record before, ended up getting 2 records because his baby mama terrorist and DA and the family court and this judge. You know what I'm saying? So I told y'all before, and I'm gonna tell y'all this, I'm gonna tell y'all again. They do not give a shit about your color when you go in that courtroom. They do not care about your working status. They don't care if you have a record or don't have a record. They don't care if you're a deadbeat, like they say deadbeat, or you're not a deadbeat. They treat you all the same. They don't care. And another thing is, he had to see the light the hard way when it came down to working with this system and trying to do things the right way. But then he went in that courtroom, he was hit with that magic bullet. They did not give a fuck about him being a sheriff, being there for 10 years. They set him up for failure to benefit her. I just put the link in the comment section. Anybody want to chime in? We could talk about 30 minutes before I get off, because this is something that definitely need to be discussed. Anybody that can donate to his GoFundMe, please do. I will be donating as well. It's unfortunate that he lost his whole career, and he worked a job thinking that he was on a straight and narrow, and he was different from others. But when he went up in that courtroom, he was no different from any other man that went through it. And this is why I say we as men can't jump the gun and assume like these baby mama terrorists do, because when we do, you know what I'm saying, it will come back and bite you on the ass. Oh, you on child support? Oh, it's because you didn't want to be a father. You this, you ain't shit. Oh, you got custody. So because you get custody, I'm a piece of shit because I didn't get custody, because you was able to go get your child from a crackhead bitch that got caught up in and DCFS took him away. But I'm a piece of shit because I don't have custody and I'm steady trying to fight, or because I wash my hands and move on. That's why I say you can't judge. You can't judge. We judge on these baby mama terror, but you can't judge when it comes to a man's situation. You just don't know. Simple Forcer, that's one thing. Blue pill beta, that's one thing. But when it comes to this court system, you can't judge why this man don't have custody and why he's paying child support and why he don't have no type of visitation. That's what these baby mama terror supporters and these feminists and government daddy do. They do that shit. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Brandon?
What up?
Man, ain't going on, man. Shit. You from the West Coast. What's your thought about this?
Bro, that was the most sad fucking story I damn near heard, bro. Like, I was getting mad, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I was getting mad. Like, how did this shit can happen to dude like that? Like, this dude put his life on the line for our country.
They don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck. Just like the soldiers and the people that served, they went to war and served the military, same system. They treat them the same way. You know, for those who came in and didn't see the interview, just watch it later. You'll see everything he was saying. You know, he was a sheriff for 10 years. He lost his whole career because of his baby mama terrorists. He went from making 6 figures to $19 an hour.
That made my stomach hurt right there. Like,
yeah, his whole livelihood. And she told him to come to California. Come to California. We're gonna, quote unquote, that co-parent shit.
Right.
And she was setting him up for failure before she even left and moved to California. And this is a professional woman that makes over 6 figures. She's not no link card haver and a link card grabber. She's the educated with degrees and license and everything else.
Those are the worst.
I told y'all, these are the worst. Them are the worst baby mama terrorists ever, because they got a shield to hide behind and they got money to blow to set you up for failure.
Yep.
And another key thing he said, it didn't change till she started dealing with them fake black queens, baby mama terrorists. And she got so Americanized. There you go.
Some of his stuff remind me of my situation though, man. I was just like, Jesus, like the lies going to court, the lies to get a man put in jail, that shit's not cool. And I understand firsthand. You know what I mean? So it's just like, man, I hope that dude holds it down, man. I pray for that dude, man. I feel bad for dude.
Yeah, actually, he found me from the interview I did with O'Shea recently, and he said he'd been on Coach Greg Adams a couple of times talking to him about a situation. So that's when I told him, hey man, come on the platform. Somebody just send me an email. I'm gonna check when I get off. Like they got a story to tell. And this need to be out here. And here's the thing. Y'all know I'm not lying about the things I tell y'all, but I always like to show receipts, and I like to show any type of proof as I can. Y'all can see that it ain't just me just run off at the mouth. And a lot of these cats ain't gonna talk about it like this. They don't want to talk about it. They talk about everything else, but when it come to that family court or when it comes to this child support, they don't want to touch that. It's like you going too far in the danger zone.
Right.
You talk about feminists, but you don't talk about that. You can talk about Black Lives Matter, but you don't talk about that. You can even talk about the African community, but you don't talk about that. You know what I'm saying? See, I want to talk about that. And like I told you, they do not care about your status, your criminal record, where you work at, what color you are. They don't give a damn about none of that shit. Matter of fact, they use his career, the same county he worked for, against him and set him up for failure.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And he's the villain, the bad guy, the evildoer. And then he said his wife is Asian and the judge is Asian. Oh, you already know they're looking out for each other. Now you already know what's going on now. They got the media saying black versus Asian. So he looked at him and said, yeah, he the bad black man. I already know. Now it's not in this situation, I believe it was also racially motivated too. In this situation, I definitely do. See, that's why sometimes you get in these interracial relationships. See, you cool on you in that good relationship, but once that woman get mad at you, they use that against you, man. You the black man. Oh, we got you. What's up, Roger?
What it do? I'm calling all the way from Mexico. What's going on,
my man, brother?
Hey, I want to talk about that brother, man, that first brother who called. First of all, brother, I hear what's going on with you. I really do hear what's going on with you. I'm gonna give you the real truth, and it ain't looking good for you. And I'm gonna explain to you exactly why. First, you're my age. We both 34. We've been through the whole thing. To that interview, you used the word emotional maybe about 15 times, and there lies the problem. You are emotional, and she knows it. Let me tell you something, brother. Once a person knows what you fear and what you love, you're good as dead. She knows you love your son, and she knows you fear of losing him. You're done. She got you on both ends. Until you fix that problem, your emotional problem, you have no chance against this woman because she got you on both extremes. She got you on love and she got you on fear. This is why, and to go to my brother, Mr. Palmer, this is why you keep your veins cold. This is why. She got you on an emotional roller coaster, brother. She know at any time, she knows exactly how to pull your strings.
Yeah.
You're the only one playing by these make-believe rules. She is playing by no rules.
I went through it.
To tell you the honest truth, man, I'm not even upset at the chick because guess what? If you're my enemy, I'm going to use whatever tools I have at my disposal to destroy you, even your child. It sounds cold, but that's what you're dealing with here. That's what you're dealing with. You have to completely, the reason why all these things happen to you, brother, is because you were there. If you would have got ghost, this would have never happened.
Well, you heard what he said earlier. He said,
yeah,
if he was a deadbeat, he wouldn't even be around. So, you wouldn't even hear nothing. That's true.
And his father, he was, he grew up in a, he didn't have his parents, so he felt that was important.
It is important.
That's what I got from it.
It is important.
I hear you, brother, though. I hear what you're saying, man.
The thing is, though, you know what I'm saying? I went through that with, okay, he love his kids, so I'm gonna use that against that. That's what they do.
That's
what they do.
When somebody knows what
too bad he didn't see this before he told us.
Huh?
Go ahead, brother.
Go ahead, Brandon.
Oh, I was saying, I wish he would have heard this, heard you before, because maybe that would give him a little bit more game with what the dude's talking about right now, how we got to keep our veins cold. You know what I'm saying?
I wish I would have heard of Greg Adams before I did some of the things I did. So
right,
I agree. But at the same time, we live and learn, and believe me, as men, I could tell you keep your veins cold all day long. It's just up to that person, that individual, to have that mindset. And believe me, when it hits, it's gonna hit hard. Because I did.
I
cold turkey.
I got a question for you, Mr. Palmer.
Huh? You said what?
For you.
What's up?
I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Okay, so a couple of people at work, they're going through some baby mama drama. How would I approach them about keeping their veins cold? You know what I'm saying? How would I explain that to them like you do? You know what I mean? I ain't gonna lie, I ain't the best person to explain shit, but I know a lot of shit.
Hey, you could tell. Hey, one thing you could do, you could tell them to show the link. Go to one of my videos, and if you could do the one what I did with you, the one whatever, send the link, tell them to watch that, tell them to watch a few of these shows, and go from there, bro. That's the best way I could tell you.
They've been hesitant though, because I've been trying to get them on. I've been sure they're like, I don't know, man. I don't want to put my information out there like that. I'm like, bro.
No. Just tell them to watch the video. Just tell them to watch. They ain't gotta come on the show. Just tell them to watch the videos, and then tell them to watch some Greg Adams, watch some others and stuff. But tell them to watch a couple of them videos when they come to this child support, and let them they get their mind right. They ain't gotta come on the show. They just need to know that this shit is real, and it's being out here that's tired of this shit. You ain't alone. That's what the goal is. They ain't got to show.
And all the things you're saying, Mr. Palmer, I have guiding advice. People ask me, what should I do? And I always tell them, what I'm about to tell you, you're not going to listen to me.
Right. And that's another thing, bro, Brandon. If they talking, they going to continue to talk that I don't know. Tell them you don't want to hear that shit. That's what I do. If I tell you what to do and all that, and you steady come back, you don't want to do it, then you steady telling me, hey, bitch, I don't want to hear it.
Right.
All right.
I'm not your caretaker.
I hear you. I hear
that because I shouldn't have to hear that at work. And you ain't listening. You ain't bothering to come on the show to check it out. You ain't gotta show your face. You ain't gotta be in an interview. All I'm saying is just watch. Just see you ain't alone. Go from there. But if you don't, you ain't want to do that. Hey, you need somebody. You need a shoulder crown. My shoulder's dislocated. My shoulder's dislocated, man. Hey, man, if you ain't part of the team, man, you an enemy to me. You want them beta simps. I can't roll with simps.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Or that's the type of person that will convert to them. Like maybe they're right. You know what I mean? That's the you know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Hey,
this goes back to
before we continue, man. I got a cash app from my little brother Nario, $2 donation for doing good, bro. Great show. Appreciate appreciate you. And also, I also got one from my boy in Mexico, man, earlier, man. He gave me a $50 donation, man, supporting the cause, man. I appreciate you, bro. Stay running.
No, brother. No worries. But again, y'all brothers, man. Again, this single mama epidemic made y'all.
You took my title, man. I thought I was running for child support. My man ran to Mexico.
Yeah. Listen. I was, that brother, everything that he went through, the first call, the guy who told the story.
Yeah.
She was trying to put a case on me. I'm like, you can't put a case on me if you can't find me. She was trying to set them traps, and I was even though she was saying them because I wasn't going for them.
Yeah.
Again, if you listen to that brother, he said emotional way too many times. And that's what is going to get him, not at the end, it's getting to him now. She knows. You don't think she see these GoFundMe pages? She going to use this all against you, and she will destroy you.
Yeah. I told you, the worst ones, the one with money.
Feeling bad for yourself.
Yeah.
You ain't got, what you going to do with your son? You ain't got no money. What you going to do with you think just being there is good enough now? Man, you're going to need some paper in your pocket. Go get Ghost, go put some paper in your pocket and come back at this situation later. You still got time. Your child is young. Your child is young. You missing the next 5-10 years. You still can come back with something. But you can't do it working on a minimum wage job thinking that just being there is going to be good enough. It's not good enough, brother. It's not. And I don't want to, like I said, I just hate seeing brothers going through this, and you give these women all the tools they need to destroy you. You give it to them. You give these women the tools. Oh, he want to see his son? Let me take that away. Oh, he fears of losing his son? Let me dangle that in front of him. Oh, he's a police officer. I know I can get him to the system. Let me go do that. You give them all the tools. And you want somebody like me to feel bad for you. I can't feel bad for you. She's doing what she's supposed to be doing, trying to destroy you. She's doing exactly what baby mama terrorists do.
I can't stand no baby mama terrorists.
And again, that's why you got to have them veins cold. And even, brother, I'm going to tell you this. You have to say screw your son. As long as
it ain't about screwing your kid. It ain't about that. Not at all.
Nah. If she believes you don't care, that's good enough. As long as she believes it.
Man, that's crazy, bro. My man ran to Mexico, though.
Yeah, man. Like I said, I got to go back for 2 days. I'm going there for 2 days. I'm not even going to let nobody know I'm in town. I'm tiptoeing in and out.
I heard that.
I'm a car from New York to Texas to the border because I need a car down here.
Sato said you lost your career. Hey, Sato said you lost your career going to jail, always under threat of jail, possibly prison. He had no choice but to go ghost. Yeah. I'll tell you this. I told y'all, some of y'all who don't know, but hey, when the police came to my career talking about welfare being checked, possible sign of child abuse, that was the end of me. I don't play that calling the police shit on me. I'm not even just you calling the police.
Yep. That's what got my main schools. Once you put them people on my list, that was it.
That was it. And I ain't get arrested. I wasn't even here. But just for you doing that shit, I put my hand in the freezer and went cold, went Sub-Zero after that with the quickness in this moment. I was done with that. Was a wrap. Fuck you.
But Mr. Palmer, what else do you need? Like when she called the police and put them people in your life, you know she did it with bad intentions.
Hey,
you know she did it with bad intentions.
That's what I say about, but see, that's what I say about Jacob Blake. That bitch called the police on your ass, and because of that, and you should have put your simp ass over there in the first place talking about she was with some dude, but she called the police, and now you get shot 11 times, you paralyzed, and all you finna get is a check in the blunt in the mouth, and they don't even talk, they don't even say his name no more. So all this shit was for nothing, all because it's baby mama terrorists that you run up against. Fuck out of here. That's what I'm telling you. It ain't worth it. Fuck him. It ain't worth it. He paralyzed. He paralyzed because of that black whore.
Hell yeah.
Talking about some dudes he was talking on the phone with. So what? Who cares? You supposed to be there to see your son. And she talking about I allowed him to see the son for his birthday for 30 minutes. And she was like, yeah, he's taking the keys and leaving out right now. and they came there and shot your ass 11 times, and you fucked up, and you finna get a check and a blunt in the mouth, and you still can't walk. Fuck that money. That's what I'm saying, man. These hoes are set you up for failure, man. That's why I got the platform where I got it, and that's why I'm gonna keep doing what I do, because this shit is real, man. I'm glad this brother came on though, because a lot of people think they're exempt because either one, they ain't in the situation. Two, they actually got their child. Three, maybe they baby mama tears. It's not a baby mama tear. Maybe maybe they do parent together. Good. You know what I'm saying? But no man is exempt if you get caught up in this shit. No man at all. And people need to stop thinking that, oh well, it can't happen to me because I'm a lawyer, I'm a doctor, I'm king shit. Nah, nigga, you get the same shit that everybody else can if you get caught up that way. If you get caught up that way.
And let me add to that. Like I said, I do personal training. And let me tell you the 3 reasons why people come to see me. Number 1, divorce. As soon as they break up, they won't go see personal training. You get diagnosed with some kind of illness, or number 3, somebody died unexpectedly. If your grandmother died, that don't count. But if your brother died at 25 and you didn't see that coming, that's who people go see personal trainers. I don't feel bad for that brother, because this is good. This resets the brain, because you get too comfortable. You get comfortable thinking this can't happen to me, or she different. How many times you hear that? Nah, and then that switch get put on. And my worst thing with that brother who called is I don't think you learned the lesson, brother, because you're still doing all the nonsense she wants you to do. And right. You think it's bad now? It's gonna get worse. It's going to get worse.
Hey, Julius said mass shooting in Kenosha, 3 killed, 8 injured Saturday night over BMT. Please send me that link and the information, bro. I didn't know nothing about that. I wish I would. Look like we got my boy Rebel Zoe up in the building.
What's good? Sure, shit, good. What's good, fellas?
What's good, fam?
Hey, I just want to be quick. Yeah, that brother. You said he was a police officer. You go through see that like
he was
yesterday.
A man and a police officer.
That's what I'm saying. See, like, okay, you got that, and then yesterday we had white men on it. So this should let you know. This show should let you know that anybody can get it, brother. Anybody can get it. I don't care what your financial status, your background. Think you come from a good. Once she get mad at you and turn into a baby mama terrorist, man, you can come from a high society. She'll still be a baby mama terrorist. Why you think a lot of these rich people, they have their family inheritance and stuff like that in a trust for just the case for baby mama terrorists and stuff like that? They can't take the family trust. You could sue, you could like get child support if they work or something, but you're not gonna never take no money from out the trust that they have with the family. You feel me? Like you finna touch that money. But also too, I just wanted to say the brother Rashard Hines story. Remember from the other day, I was telling you.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't get a chance to go to the courthouse because it was really rainy today, and everything. So I hit him up on Facebook and everything. Let him know. He hit me back actually and said that we're gonna be in touch and everything like that. So I said, "Yeah, brother." And
you did talk to him.
Yeah, so I did talk to him through the Facebook Messenger. I actually sent him a link to the video of when you was doing the story, because I let him know, like, look, brother, you got a community of brothers out here who saw your story. You know what I'm saying? We want to see what you want to talk to you, maybe even do an interview with you or something. And he said he'll be in touch.
Yeah, most definitely, man. Because he's talking about the brother who lost his 2-year-old daughter that he begged the judge to get custody of, and the black judge wouldn't do it. She denied it, and the simple force killed the 2-year-old, his son. Jay, y'all remember what I did this weekend? That's what we talking about, y'all. Man, that's good, brother. I reached out. See, when you ain't friends with a person on Facebook, it depends. Like, I could go on somebody's Facebook page, I could send a message, but that don't mean they get it. Because if you ain't a friend, it to the spam or something. So I think you checking it out.
You know how it is when you grow up in a small town. Like, I went to like his Facebook and everything. We got like 600 and something mutual friends. You know what I'm saying?
So you'll go right in.
Yeah. So he saw that. He was like, okay, you know how it is when you grew up in a town small. You might not know somebody, but you know somebody that knows somebody. You know what I'm saying?
No, 100%, man. Yeah. Keep in touch with me. More than welcome. Come on here, because I'm like him, man. Let's keep it going, because I didn't like the fact that he can't even get $20,000.
Yeah.
When some bitch in Ohio neglect their kids, leave them in hotels, get $100,000 from these celebrity simps and these simping forces, these sucker ass bitches. So I problem with that. That's why I'm gonna donate to this brother. You know, because just know you ain't alone, and that's what he need to realize, that he not alone. But this shit
You
ain't
know
no.
what? I want to say this too, man. You know, I just want to reiterate again now. All these brothers who thinking like, oh yeah, y'all niggas just be bitching, and y'all niggas just
Whatever.
don't want to pay for this, don't want to pay
Whatever.
for that.
I don't care.
But once you see a person that's like in law enforcement, you feel me? This man is well educated. And he get the same treatment the average Pookie and Ray Ray who don't give a damn about no cheering get. You feel me? So let this be a lesson to them brothers out there who think we just be up here talking.
Pookie and Ray Ray ain't even going to court.
Man, Pookie and Ray Ray don't give a damn, but man, Pookie and Ray Ray say fuck them kids and fuck you.
Right.
Pookie and Ray Ray got it right. They got it right. They got it right.
They got it right. But I'm just saying they got
Pookie
it right.
and Ray Ray protecting their peace.
Right. But they don't even care about the kids. So the difference between us, if we wash our hands, move on, we love our kids. Just if we got to go through this bullshit to deal with this, just to be around our kids, it ain't worth it. That's the difference. So yeah, man, we got Game of Lives Matter up in here. We got the bait up in here. What up, bro?
Yeah, I'm not gonna be long-winded. I came up here to say, hey man, appreciate everybody on the panel. You know what I'm saying? Y'all coming up here to speak y'all truth. The guests that we had on the show. The jury in the chat that sent that 56 likes and no dislike for that fake ass simp enforcer that tried to hit the dislike yesterday. So fuck you.
Oh yeah.
And other than that, man, that's all I wanted to say, bro. Like I said, shout out to everybody putting in that work, everybody sharing the video, everybody liking the video. I'm gonna go back to the chat and do my job as the bailiff, make sure everything's clean, bro.
All right, my man.
But all right, shout out to all y'all, bro. All right, I'm out.
Yes, sir. Yeah, but you can't make this shit up though, man. It's unfortunate, man. I'm telling you, it's men that I know lost their livelihood, man, lost a good job, good career because of false allegations from the baby mama terrorists. The brother we had from New York, Isaac, I talked to him today, and he said that he ended up spazzing out on the judge and everybody because now they saying that he's a bad dude and she feared for her life, and he got mental issues and all that stuff now. So he said,
I wish the brother wouldn't have spazzed out, because now
I do too. I told him, man, I'm like, you know, they gonna label that, they gonna put that tag on you, and
they gonna want him to take all kind of classes and everything. He done basically took like 2 or 3 steps back now, man. Dang.
Yeah. So
and what happens is, like this, again, in this situation, the man turns into the female. You become the emotional. You become the wreck. Like you have to keep your cool. There's no way around that, man.
That's a fact.
You know exactly.
You got to, man.
You know the card she's gonna play. You know it. And I don't know why. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, man, because like I don't really. Most of y'all, you be, oh, I can't see my son or whatever. What you gonna do for them? You ain't got no money. You ain't trying to do better for yourself. You think your presence alone is gonna be good enough? But dude, go out there and go get some bread, man. Go get some leverage.
What I tell y'all before? What I tell y'all before? If y'all wash your hands and move on, and either you go back and fight or you wait till they're 18. I said, when they 18, they come looking for you. Do you want them to see you frail, broke, don't have nothing, sick?
Exactly.
Or do you want them to see you with your head held high, looking good, living a good life, got your own business, whatever you got going on? That's what I'm saying. How do you want to be seen? Do you want to be seen fucked up? You want to be seen doing good, like you lived your life? Mm-hmm. And that's how you gotta play. You gotta think. You gotta have that mindset, man. It ain't about you not loving your kid, because when they come holler at you, you got your receipts, you got all your proof, and if they still don't believe you and they that manipulated, fuck them. I'm gonna be honest with you. All about your business, getting pimp. I can't do nothing for you. I'm sorry.
And to the people in the panel, because y'all don't know. Like right now, I literally moved to Mexico to beat the system. Literally came across that border. Like I said, I got all the cards on my day. She ain't got no cards in her hand. I removed everything.
Right.
Well, people are like, oh, you can negotiate with her for what? She
ain't no negotiation. You can't negotiate with no terrorists.
Right. She ain't got nothing I want.
Not no terrorists. You can't negotiate with terrorists.
Kids. She can keep the kids. My penis ain't broke. I can make more kids. She ain't got I want. And this is how this sounds harsh, but it's logical. Most men, you're not thinking with your logic, you're thinking with emotion. That's the problem. That brother, he's 34 years old, and that brother, he looked like he could catch girls. He got the aesthetics that he could pull. His penis ain't broke. Why are you going through this like this is the last child you could produce? Why are you going through this? Like, your penis still works. You can still go out here and get one of these scallywags, knock up, and that's just how it is going to go.
Get a surrogate. Get a surrogate. Get a surrogate. Get a surrogate.
Are you saying is when you say he's going through everything? What is he trying to get back to? Is he trying to just are you saying that the mere fact that he's fighting to try to be with his child, or is it maybe mom, or what is it?
It's the fact that it's not, again, his ex-wife knows two things about him. She knows she loves his child, and he knows she fears of losing the child. She knows he got him on both ends of the spectrum. He's trapped. He can't go nowhere.
Yeah. Okay.
So he's in a situation that no matter what he does, he's going to lose. He's going to lose. So you going to do this, you get too close, she be like, oh, got you. Well, Dave Chappelle said that, got you, bitch. You thought you was going to get something? She got him. She got him exactly where he wants him to be.
That's crazy.
They don't care.
He can't see that.
They don't care.
At all.
Yeah, these bitches.
They get off on this. Everything to them, they getting off on all this, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? They get off, man.
They high fiving each other and everything.
Yeah.
Like I saw a post on Twitter. The girl say she like when a dude cry after a breakup.
Yeah, okay.
She like, I actually made you cry or something. Like, she was digging out. I was like, these women, they just pure evil, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? They just pure evil.
Last story, and I'm gonna get off of here, Mr. Palmer. I didn't tell you this last night.
Okay.
So, now I go, I got my two daughters with one of the baby mama terrorists. This other one, I didn't give her a chance to become a terrorist because I beat her to the punch. Check this out. She's pregnant. She's a doctor. The second time I learned a little better. I said, don't knock up a broke bitch. You gotta have money.
Right. At least let her make more money than you. Less money out for.
So I was like, all right. She makes more money than me. She making over $200,000. It's less likely she's gonna go to the system. Less likely, but let's still go. How vindictive she is. So the whole 9 months of the pregnancy, I was very strict with her because, like I said, I'm a vegan. I don't eat none of that animal shit. I'm very strict when it comes to that. And I told her, I said, listen, you need to talk to your parents about this because I'm not really having this shit with the freaking eating a certain way. She was like, okay. She went to the emergency room. This true story. I swear this on everything. I told her, I said, listen, man, do not let these people cut you open. Don't let them cut you open. This is during the corona. This happened in April. This was when last year, April. I said, do not let these people cut you open. She went inside there. She took that C-section. I put this on me. I left her right in the freaking emergency room after she did a C-section, and I walked out. Never seen her again. You don't listen to instructions. You don't listen to instructions very well. This is how cold you got to be. You have to be this cold. I left her right there on the surgery table and got ghosts on her. Now, y'all say that's mean?
She did a C-section?
She did a C-section. Yo, you know what happens is I used to work in a hospital.
What these
hospitals do is they get paid more money to do the C-section.
Yep.
And black ladies,
they get paid like an extra $10,000.
And what they do is this has got kind of pissed me off about her. You a goddamn doctor. You know what they're gonna do.
Yeah, but she's still a dumbass broad that listens to everybody else.
Right. But that's the part that I didn't put together. I said, you're a dumb bitch.
Right.
I said, why would you have these people cut you open? Once she agreed to that C-section, man, I waited till they start cutting, and I got up and I left.
That's more money in their pocket. I worked for the county hospital 15 years.
What she did was dangerous. It was dangerous. There was no reason why you needed to get cut open. No reason.
Right. The only time I see them doing, they need to cut if the umbilical cord is wrapped around the child's neck, the baby neck. Then you have to cut because it ain't coming out. That's the only way I see them doing. Other than that, nah, no other reason.
And guess who called me? Her dad called me and said, you just leaving? Yeah, I'm leaving. And don't call my phone again either. Don't call my phone.
Yeah.
And again, fellas, this is how you have to be. They will do you. Like I grew up, my mama was a baby mama, not was. She is the epitome of a baby mama terrorist. My mama. My mama, she did some atrocious things that I just can never forget. And I've been under terroristic reign.
What did you go through under your mama terrorism?
My mama took my stepdaddy to the ringers, and I always tell my stepdad, I said, I don't know why you sticked around, because I'm not finna do what you did. I'm not doing that.
Oh wow!
And what was his response to that?
My dad is, he's very nonchalant. He was like, well, fair enough. I said, yo, this woman done put you through the ringers. She took my dad to child support, maybe court, maybe 7 times to get an increase.
Damn.
Every time he got a raise, she got a notification on her phone, and she took it right to court. The last time she did this, my sister was 18 years old. My sister, and I cut her off too, because she's gonna be a future baby mama terrorist. I already know that.
My man.
My sister, she moved out and she went to his house, to my stepdad's house, which because I have a different dad, and my brother and sister got a different dad. You know what I mean? So that's my calling my stepdad.
Right.
So he went over there. She went over there because she was inconvenienced of living over there with my dad. She came back to my mama's house in the state of New York City, because we're from Brooklyn. As long as she's going to school, she could collect child support. She was 21. So guess what? She took my dad right back to court. And got him for more child support. And I told my sister, I said, you do not know the bad position you put him in. And
she didn't care, right?
Huh?
She didn't care, did she?
Well, my sister, man, I hate to talk. I don't want to. I'm not talking bad about that, because I ain't lying on her. My sister is goofy. My sister, me and my brother, my sister, even though me and my brother grew up in the same house with my sister, she was raised completely different.
Okay.
Like the way my mother treated her, she treated her boys. Like my mother treated us like we were supposed to take care of her when she got old. I said, how bad you treated us? What made you think we were gonna take care of you?
Yep. Don't it seem like that with a lot of y'all moms? They felt you owe it to them, and they treat the daughter like queens, or they hate them. It's one or the other. It's either they love them too much or they hate them. It's one or the other.
No. She just like she worked me and my brother. Like my mother, when I tell you, my mother extorted me. My mother extorted me out of money. So from the first job I got, she was like, "Let me see your pay stub. I'm gonna need about 20% of that."
What?
You think I'm lying?
I believe you.
I'm not surprised. I
believe you.
But you know what?
Damn.
When I was in high school, everybody in high school knew me. I was selling bootleg CDs and DVDs. She was like, "You making more money? That means I need more money."
Oh yeah, she wild, bro.
Oh, my mom ain't no different than most of these mamas out here. I know some people out here in the chat. Mama,
you damn right, bro.
My mom did me. I dig it.
I know. I remember growing up. I don't know how old y'all live, but I remember growing up in the 80s.
I'm 42.
Okay, so yeah, you already know these ladies used to put these boys, especially in our generation, they used to put them on all kind of little Ritalin and all this other stuff back in the days just to get them checks back in the days. Kids, boy, be perfectly fine, but they'll put them on them psych medication and all that just to get.
Now remember, we was just talking about a couple of days ago putting ADHD medicine.
Yeah,
remember?
Remember that. Damn, what is that? Ritalin was the ADHD drug of the 80s and the 90s. That was the #1 drug for them.
It still is.
Okay, I didn't know it still is. I thought it changed it or something.
Yeah, the brother from Louisiana we were talking about. His son gained 80 pounds, a lot of weight, and because
he did say that. He did say that. Sure enough.
I didn't know if he said if it was Ritalin though. Okay,
that was recent, bro. Yeah, and you know what? Now, see, this is why I like to talk to a brother before I start making my assumption and judgment. Now, y'all heard him say, "I ain't dealing with it." She did a C-section. I'm gone. I moved to Mexico, and now I see why he the way he is. It started back from his mother. His mother treated him like a motherfucking simp and a sucker and all that shit. He don't have no love for no bitch.
No, nah. Right. When I took,
that's why. But that's why. I understand.
Go ahead, brother.
No, go ahead. I was saying I understand why you have this this
It
situation.
wasn't
I get
always
it.
like that, brother. It wasn't always like that. But like I said, through my mama, like I said, you know, again, I was just like everybody else, growing up with a single mama raised ass nigga. That's what I was, thinking like a bitch. You know what I mean? And then, and you know, I ain't what it is. I was thinking like a bitch. Now, what opens up my eyes? And again, this is why I'm not against divorce. Once I divorced my wife, the one when I first married to, that opened. I was like, what the hell am I doing? Like what you doing, brother? And that's when I found out that I had holes in my game. You know what I mean? I sound like I don't have a whole side of how things need to be. So I started reaching out for different male mentors. You get what I'm saying? And I'm still to this point, I got it. But once I started getting around, I started being around more women, and I started noticing when I've noticed this. Once a woman get pregnant and she got this baby, her demeanor changed. She thinks that she got you.
Yep, that's true.
She thinks that she got you. So when I got with the chick in Texas, I was very strategic. I would told her, I said, listen, man, I told her from the very get-go, but I guess she didn't believe me. I said, don't fuck with me. I will leave you stranded. I'm dead serious. She went, oh, no, I will leave you stranded. I was always let her say, I'm not going to go to court with you. You're going to be there by your goddamn self. You got to plant them seeds from the very beginning. You got to plant them, because when that shit happened, I held true to my word. I'm not fucking around with you. I'm not fucking around. You're going to do exactly what I tell you to do. I'm not negotiating with you. There is no negotiation. If I follow you, I'm going to destruction. That I know. If I follow your direction, I'm going to be lost. My mama lost. My sister lost. I see what happens when you follow women. I'm not listening to nothing you got to say. Nothing. And like I said, when I met your page, Mr. Palmer, that cold ice in my veins, that's what I get it now. I get it.
Sure.
These hoes can't move me left or right. You can't move me. I don't give a damn. You got 15 kids by me. What that means to me? You're not moving me. You're not moving me. It's too easy for me to get ghosts. That's one thing that I always loved about me. I never got tied down to no job. And I'm glad that, because when I was in my younger years, in my early 20s, I always applied to a lot of police departments, and a lot of them turned me down. And I'm glad that didn't happen for me, because the worst thing that could ever happen to a man, you get one of these government and city jobs and you get comfortable and you're done. Those jobs take the fight out of you.
I did it, bro. I worked for the Cook County hospital, man. I did it for 15 years, man. I found like, man, fuck this shit. And I
never
run up the child support ever since.
Right?
Yeah.
You gotta be mobile. You got to. That's the ultimate trump card you could only play on a woman. Get goals.
Bye.
That's the biggest. That's the big joker.
Real.
Yeah. Fact. You can't make this shit up, man. You cannot make this shit up, bro. But I mean, some people, like I say, some people have to learn the hard way. Some people seen it, with somebody else, and others still play denial. But either way, I'm not. I'm good. I know what's up.
Yep. Call time.
Wow. Nope.
Yeah, like I said, wrap it off. To all my brothers out there, you going through this, the best thing that you could do for yourself is go get yourself together. If your child is in 5, 6, 7, you know what the thing is, working with different people and training different people, you guys don't understand how long time is. You don't get it. You think that everything you need to get your kids tomorrow. Yo, you can fix 5, 10 years, you can still come back and fix the problem. I want to have this birthday. What does it matter about a birthday? What does it matter about Thanksgiving? All that shit don't matter. If you miss 5 within Thanksgiving, it doesn't matter. You want to be there for your kids without resources. You're no good to nobody without any resources. You're not good to nobody. You're focusing on the wrong thing. Go out there, build yourself up. And this is why I came to Mexico. I'm like, I'm going to come out here and I got to get papered up. Because like I told Mr. Palmer yesterday, the goal is to come back to my daughters. You get what I'm saying? That's the goal. Now, I'm fully aware that may not happen. But it's still a plan that I have in mind. But in order for what I have in mind to work out, it involves it has to do with me having resources for them to, because once my daughter see me and their mama, there has to be a compare and contrast. There has to be a big difference. It can't be, oh, we on the same level. It has to be, oh shit, daddy got this, that, and the third. He looked this way, that, and the third, and mommy over here struggling. It got to be an automatic decision once they see. Most of you guys, you want to be in your kid's life and you're struggling. You're struggling. They see the struggle. You can change all this if you concentrate for 3. And I'm telling you everything that I tell my clients. I'm like, yo, dude, if you concentrate for a year, you can dig yourself out this hole. Just concentrate, man. You just focus on this weight loss thing for 1 year. And I'm telling you that you can dig yourself out this hole. Same thing with, dealing with these baby mama terrorists. If you concentrate and focus, okay, let me just deal with this situation this way. Let me get myself together. You can get out the situation. You can get out of it. It's relatively easy to do if you just focus. You can't focus when this baby mama is pulling your heartstring. You can't focus. You can't get nothing accomplished that way. To that brother who called at first, you got to focus. You have to focus in getting your life together. And having this woman in your life and having your child in your life at this present moment is going to derail that. You're not even on track, to be honest with you, brother. You're not even on track. But enough about that, man. I'm going to holler at you later. Thank you for having me, Mr. Palmer.
Yes, sir. Always, brother. My man running Mexico back and forth.
And he called.
Hey, I just want to say, when the brother get in contact with me again, I'll give you an update.
Yes, sir, for sure. Definitely, brother.
All right. Peace out, brothers.
Peace out, brother. Any last words, Brandon? I'm about to get off my damn.
Man, I was just tapping in with your brothers. Saw that interview. I thought it was a good one, man. Keep it up.
Good one. Unfortunately, it had to be true.
Man. Well, I'm saying, keep it up, man. Keep on doing what you're doing, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, sure.
Fuck y'all. Baby mama terrorist, and I'm out.
Yes, sir. All right. You be easy, man.
Peace.
Hey, man. This was a good show. The unfortunate part is real, and baby mama terrorist is real. It's a gender-biased system, and they don't care who you are, where you work, what color, anything. I'm gonna post this back up with the GoFundMe. Anybody want to donate, you're more than welcome. I just donated, and we still gotta definitely stick together. We definitely got to continue with the brotherhood. We got to continue to tell these stories and put it out there so other men who never went through it don't go through it at all. Because this is definitely a gender-biased system. They could care less what you, like I say it over and over. A baby mama terrorist come in all forms. It ain't just a black woman. They come in all forms. These judges side with them so they get their $51 billion crime bill, get the 8 assists, and bonuses for their pensions. And it's cold. You got to keep them veins cold by any means. You got to keep them veins cold because you the one going to be set up for failure when it's all said and done. All because you want to be a father in your child life. So it's definitely real. And this alienation and this child support system ain't going away. It's here to stay. So that's why we have to change the laws in our mind, man. And we got to be there for one another and tell our truth. And even if you disagree with a person, still listen to him. Just like we heard everything this brother from Mexico was saying. But now I understand, which I agree with him all the way. But I really understood once he went back to his childhood. He had a baby mama terrorist in his childhood from his own mother. So what you expect? See, that's why I say we have to be thinkers, not reactors. We got to understand and not jump to conclusion and assuming, because everybody who's in his trenches is because they wanted to be fathers, and then they reach their breaking point, or some still trying. So that's why I say we definitely have to keep them veins cold because you're gonna go through a lot. But one thing about it, as long as we live, we got time to rise up and turn the tables on these baby mama terrorists. I tell you that. At least give them next crop a chance. They be competing with China too. At least empower them to avoid manipulation. My man. But I ain't gonna hold y'all no longer. most likely I'll be on here tomorrow. If not, I'll be on the cell phone. But anybody that want to jump on and be interviewed and tell their story, and and definitely have receipts, because so far everybody been coming with receipts and everything, even behind the scenes or up front, please let me know. Just reach out. The tag is up top. BabyMamaTerrorist@gmail.com. That's BabyMamaTerrorist@gmail.com, man. We definitely got to keep putting it out there. And I did get a couple of emails. I will check when I log off. So I'm gonna leave the GoFundMe up as we come to an end. And you already know. Peace out, media. But you already know. Motherfucker guilty. They all guilty. We ain't even got to do all that, you know. So y'all be easy. Y'all be safe. And we'll definitely do court tomorrow. I'm Mr. Palmer, and this conversation is over. Fuck child support. Court is now adjourned. Baby mama terrorist. BMT.
It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in cold. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups. It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in cold. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups. It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in cold. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups. It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in cold. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups.
Riding around trying to play the role as innocent with an evil soul. In public wearing fake hellos, behind closed doors she rocked them horns. I moved on, she wanna teach me a lesson. Can't see my kids, man, I'm stressing. Couldn't see my son to give me his present. She got married to teach me a lesson. Telling people she did nothing wrong, knowing that well since I moved on. Thought that money would keep me home. Hell no, bitch, I'm gone. I don't know what you lost your mind. Try to say my name, but I know your kind. Saying I'm a deadbeat, bitch, you lying. Fighting in court, man, I'm trying to be a father to my kids. She focus on the wrong shit, worried about another bid instead of us co-parenting. Put my kids in grown folks' business, telling them lies, bitch, you wicked. Split personality, oh yeah, you twisted. Never thought I'd go through this.
It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in cold. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups. It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in cold. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups. It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in cold. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups. It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in cold. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups.
I don't give a fuck what you think, bitch. I don't give a fuck what you think, bitch.